Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
Stop Foster.
That's right. You tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. What's going on with you, my guy?
Man, I'm good, man. Just another day above ground, trying to survive out here in these streets. But I've been doing pretty good, man. I mean, I could complain, but don't nobody give a shit. But what's good with you?
Man, I'm good, bro. A-okay. Out here hustling, man. Trying to, get to this money so I can invest it in the right places, man.
Man, I get that. Understand that completely.
Man.
We was talking about that. You know what I'm saying? In our quote unquote pre-prep. But
I gotta get this goddamn laptop, man. This motherfucker calling my name. I seen one too, man. I know I can get it, so I'm gonna see what these bills looking like, and if these bills looking right, and I get enough time in, I'm gonna get that motherfucker, man. I'm gonna have shit back together here soon. So ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? We have video back up very soon. Not only will we have the video up, excuse me. Not only will we have the video up, man. Like I said, I got some other stuff coming soon. S-Dot still got his stuff going. We're just gonna be bringing you a lot more content. It's gonna be so great. Just get ready.
Man, I feel you, man. Oh man, I wish I still had my laptop, but you know what I'm saying? that bitch caught on fire. Man. That was crazy.
Shit, mine fucking that motherfucker, man. That motherfucker so slow, bro. That motherfucker be doing the mannequin challenge, man. I be trying to it still start up. It still start up. That's the shit that pissed me off, because it'll start up, it'll load up fast and everything, bro. As soon as I bring up anything, man, that shit take forever. I'll be like, man, I don't even want to look at that. I ain't charged that motherfucker I don't know how long, man.
He said the mannequin challenge. Yo, that's fucking hilarious.
Man, that motherfucker is trash, bro.
Hey, boy, you stupid.
Man. Yeah, man. I'm ready to get back to, you know what I'm saying, using a laptop and shit, man. I've been using my phone, and this shit is fucking hectic. Motherfucking notifications be popping up and shit, even on Do Not Disturb. It's ridiculous. I gotta fix my shit, man. But I'm getting there though. I'm getting there, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're still pushing out this great content.
Absolutely. So, man, let's go ahead and get into this, man. This is one of our favorite segments. Hopefully it's one of yours as well. We like to call this What We Watching.
Let's do it.
What we watching?
What we watching?
All right, man. So what you got for us this week?
Man, what I got this week. So, one of my shows, FX show, just came back for the third time, the third season. And they put out 2 episodes. I like that, man. I like how they're giving us the shit when they give you 2 episodes in the beginning. And
what you talking about?
And you know what I'm saying? The homie Lil Dicky came back with Dave, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Hit me up.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah, man. He hit us up with 2 episodes, man. Right out the gate, man. He's he put together some good shit, man. It's funny because it really reminds me of, like, it's similar to like a white version of Atlanta.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Like it be like the most random shit ever to just fucking happen, and it's just like, yo, like how, like what? It's like, how did we get here from here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's like one of the things that it did. I'm not gonna tell it, but he just basically, going on his first big tour, but like he's going on tour, but he's looking for love, and like he tired of just tired of just because he, like, all these girls are just, they just want him to smash, because the whole premise of the show is he keep talking about how his dick is shaped funny.
Yeah.
And so like all the girls just want to see like this weird shaped dick that he got or whatever. So but no, it's so funny because he ended up going to this damn one party, dude, like in the middle of like San Antonio, Texas. Like yo, it's fucking hilarious, I'm telling you. Because he is put in the most awkward situations.
Yeah.
And it's fucking funny, man. I can't wait till you see these 2 episodes, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up
If
on it
y'all know,
tomorrow for sure.
yeah, and if y'all know the show, it's a point. Uh, Appointment TV now is giving you an episode a week, basically. That's what
Hmm.
Appointment TV is today. So it's Appointment TV. So it's only 2 episodes up right now. Well, by the time this come out, the third one will come out because this will pop up on Wednesday. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm watching, man. The new show, not new show, the new season, third season
hmm,
of Dave on FX.
that's what's up, man. So for me, I got bored and scrolled through HBO Max, and I found this movie called The Host, and all I seen was like this big ass monster in the water on the cover. So I'm like, oh man, this must be good. This is one of them little like indie films or something. I was completely wrong. Um, this is a Korean film about a monster that is attacking Korea, and yeah, it got subtitles. Um, I don't know. It's good, but it's like it's kind of hard to understand what's really going on because the subtitles. Like I read subtitles in movies, so that's not the issue. It's the issue is like the subtitles ain't matching what's going on. Like so because I guess they got like a translator that's fucked up, or maybe like whatever they saying in the movie they can't say in real life. So reading the subtitles is kind of fucked up. But it's called The Host. Check it out on your own. It's on HBO Max. The monster is trash, by the way. But y'all already know how I love a bad movie, so I definitely watched the whole thing. I enjoyed it. I laughed at a lot of it. Y'all go check it out, man. The monster is like that's the worst fucking CGI I've seen in a while. Like for real. That shit was bad, man. But I mean, I got some good laughs. So it's called The Host. It's on HBO Max. Y'all go check that
Cool. Hey, boy, you wild.
out. I mean, hey man, listen, I'm a sucker for bad movies, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This
I
I
always
know.
have been. I always have been. But it's because to me, like, you always get a chance to see the great movies and the good ones, and you like, damn, this is amazing. But it's like knowing how good a movie can be, and then seeing somebody just like fuck that whole thing up, like it's just so fucking funny to me, bro. Like to me, like I like even when like I watch comedy, I like seeing niggas like bomb sometimes. I don't like seeing it all the time, but I like seeing niggas bomb sometimes. Cause it's just something about that where you just like, damn, like you thought you had one. This ain't it. This is not the one. This is not the one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I felt Joe Budden when he said sometimes he likes to see niggas fail. I also like to see niggas fail. Not in the detrimental kind of way, but I definitely just like to see fail because it just let me know like, yo, everything ain't always what it's cracked up to be. And every time you give something a shot, bro, it ain't always gonna be what you want it to be. Sometimes you're gonna have to take that L. It just keeps reminding me of that in life, and I appreciate that. So sometimes, man, I gotta watch some shit that's fucked up, or I gotta listen to some shit that's fucked up, just so I know that life is real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you give it to all, and even if you give it to all, sometimes people won't appreciate it. But we have a double feature this week. It is two hilarious movies, starring Charlie Day, Jason Sudeikis, and goddamn, why is his name slipping?
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. And the movies we were talking about are Horrible Bosses 1 and 2, also co-starring Jennifer Aniston, um, Colin Farrell. Shit, who else is in this movie, man?
Kevin Spacey, Jamie
Yeah, Kevin
Foxx.
Spacey. Jamie Foxx, motherfucker Jones, shit, and it's a bunch of other people as well.
Yeah, Chris
But
Pine is in the second one.
yep, yep. So basically, the first movie starts off as three friends. They pretty much are going through it at their jobs, just like everybody else is. They got shitty bosses or whatever, and they devise a plot to come up with and kill their boss. Each one of their bosses. I'm sorry. And in that whole situation, they go through, of course, all kinds of turmoil and shenanigans. And they end up, pretty much getting was, what I'm saying, they just desserts and what they just do at the end, and everything pretty much goes right for them. And then in Horrible Bosses 2, I think that Chris Pine is the main one that they going after, right?
Well, Chris Pine. Well, they wanted his father,
Yeah,
because they created the shower daddy,
yeah.
and they wanted to go into business, and so they go into business with his father, and he fucked them over, and so they plan to kidnap Chris Pine.
Right, right,
And they fall asleep in this fucking closet. Yo, they the worst criminals ever, yo. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
No,
so
I'm gonna
fucking
tell you,
funny,
the
man.
worst criminal is motherfucker Jones. Jamie Foxx was the worst criminal ever, bro. That
No,
motherfucker, he was a straight up liar.
Jamie Foxx, motherfucker Jones was a hustler, okay? But even though he was a
Absolutely,
hustler, he was the worst negotiator of all time.
absolutely, for sure, for sure. But
Hey,
man,
he
let's,
went from 50 grand to $600.
bro, because he knew he wasn't about to get 50 grand out of them, man. Once they said no, it was he was like, man, I gotta get something out of this shit. But that shit is actually funny as fuck because them three, you would think you'd be able to at least get 50 grand from them. Like that wasn't a random number that you could just fall on and be like, nah, I don't know if I get it from them. The way they was dressed and everything, like you could have probably got 50 grand out of Charlie Day's character easy just by himself because of what he did. So let's get into the first one, man. So basically, what I'm saying? These are three friends. They all at the bar. They talking, what I'm saying, about how shitty their bosses are. They come up with the plan and devise it. Um, and what I'm saying, everything happens. So Charlie Day is the first one. This is the one that he. I got to give Charlie Day his credit, okay? Because there's not many things that he's in where he's the lead. And of course, in this one, he's a co-lead. So, what I'm saying? He's not really like the main focus. But anything that he's in, he's usually becoming the star. And I fuck with Charlie Day because of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And in Always Sunny, like his character is fucking hilarious. Like he steals the show in most of the scenes that he's in. And in this movie, I felt like he stole the show as well. But the best part about this whole thing is just the fact of how this kind of turned into his movie in a weird way, right? Um, Jason Sudeikis, Jason Bateman, we already know, what I'm saying, they was going through their own thing, but it was just something about Charlie Day's character that made everything that much funnier. Um, so his boss was Jennifer Aniston, and um, pretty much he was getting molested by his boss, and he was engaged to what I'm saying, his fiance. He he didn't want to what I'm saying, bone his boss, even though Jennifer Aniston was looking a-okay in this film. He was doing pretty much everything in his power not to what I'm saying, get touched up. But she definitely, I don't know why, but she definitely wanted Charlie Day in this movie, which made that part of the movie even more funny because there's no way in hell Jennifer Aniston is doing all that to get Charlie Day. Like, what we talking about? Like, that's not happening. So, Charlie Day's storyline, what did you think about it? How did you feel about it? Let's go.
It's funny you start there, man, because Dale, because in a normal situation with because the way it seemed like Nick and Kurt was single. You know what I'm saying? So he was the only one that had a fiance.
Right.
And the fact that his boss, Julia, who and the thing is that he was really boxed in the corner because he had a record and he was under the sex offenders list because he took a piss outside of a bar that was next to a school.
At night.
So she was the only one that would hire him. So he couldn't just quit. And it's just the fact of like you got this fine ass boss who is sexually harassing you at work. Where when the thing is, they didn't know what Julia looked like till part 2.
That's why I said, bro, that shit made it even funnier. They sitting there talking about their story at the bar, and they like, yeah, you know, my boss is a dick. You know what I'm saying? He ain't shit, man. You know, this. Yeah, my boss is a dick too. He da-da-da-da. He's like, yeah, my boss is sexually assaulting me. They like, okay. Like, what the fuck is the problem? We don't understand.
And he telling them like what she's doing. He's like, yo, your shit don't sound that bad. like it don't. Like, yo, it don't. Yo, that's just like, all right. Now I'm not out here promoting cheating, but it's just like, yo, your boss look like this. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and dig her down real quick, man. She'll leave you alone.
Listen. I'd have broke up with my fiance.
Well, this is the thing though. Once you found out like how she was, it's kind of like, all right. But it depends on if you got some type of agreement with her. That's the thing.
Nah,
if y'all got some kind of agreement,
I got to tap that. I'm going all in on that. And that was her office. That was her dental office. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she got some money on her. She cold, body on 10. Like, you can't, and you can fuck at work and can't get fired.
Yo, she's trying to fuck on the patients.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good day. Shit.
Yeah, man. Like Dale's is a little funny because it's just like, yo, your situation don't sound that bad. You know what I mean? And so, but like, he's also playing the dumb character. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, right? So when they came up with the whole plan to kill the boss, so they all pull up at Kevin Spacey's house or whatever, and so he's left behind, and and he throws some shit. He threw a baggie that had a peanut butter jelly sandwich in it, and he's allergic. And they sitting there trying to figure because motherfucker Jones told them some shit, so they trying to go off what he says. So anyway, this motherfucker got a peanut allergy. This motherfucker's on the ground dying. Okay,
and
he's dying.
He brings back to fucking life, bro. Man, like everything that could have went fucking wrong. No, first and foremost, bro, Kevin Spacey, bro, piece of fucking shit in real life and in this movie, bro. Like, he played that shit too fucking well. Like, that was Jason Bateman's boss, right?
It was Nick's boss, and he was Dave Harkin.
Bro, Nick was doing everything right, bro. He was the top dog, all that shit, bro. This nigga gave the employee of the month to another motherfucker. He gave a promotion to another motherfucker. He gave the fucking bonuses to another motherfucker. He did not.
He gave it to himself.
Bro. Oh, that's right. He did get that shit. He gave the promotion to himself. You right.
Yeah, he gave the promotion to himself, broke the damn walls down, and made his office bigger.
Yeah. Hey, bro. He did not. But I don't give a fuck what it was. Then he told Nick, like, no, I'm the man. You're gonna do everything. You're gonna keep working here until you're old and retired. And when you're retired, you're still gonna work for me. You won't be able to do shit. I'm like, bro. God damn, man, this motherfucker done went above and beyond to get your business going, bro. You gonna treat this motherfucker like this? I'm like, bro, this motherfucker
No,
deserved to die. When that motherfucker hit that peanut allergy, I was so happy, bro. I'm like, they finally got one. There wasn't shit going right at all.
see, that's the genius of this movie is the fact of like none of the plans worked accordingly, and then you
I'm gonna tell you why though.
accidentally,
Go ahead, because I'm gonna tell you why.
but you accidentally have the most perfect thing to happen. This motherfucker got a peanut allergy that you didn't know about, and he's down the ground dying. Boom, that's one boss out the way. But this motherfucker brings him back, and they upstairs looking through the window thinking that he's killing them.
Yeah.
They think he's stabbing them from the window, but he's
They cheering
actually.
him on. They was cheering him on. They was like, go down.
And it's like, and then they found out what happened, and they're like, "Damn, what the fuck are you doing?" That shit was fucking hilarious, dude.
They still had the opportunity to kill that motherfucker. That's what pissed me off. And then the motherfucking family come home. I was like, oh my goodness, bro.
Yo, I love the fact that these motherfuckers. So they go over to what's my dude name in here?
Hold on,
so
wait.
they go.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you why the plans failed. Because their biggest plan that they came up with, the genius plan, was they gonna kill each other's bosses.
Yes.
No, good and goddamn well, bro. They not built for that type of shit. Like, what are we thinking here, bro? Like, that was the big plan. That was the one. I'm like, man, you motherfuckers are slow.
Man, listen. They go over to Bobby's house, and they took Bobby's phone, and then they leave Bobby's phone at Dave's house. And Dave was like, "Oh, this dude is fucking my wife." He goes over and kills the dude for them. It's like, yo, this shit is so wild, man. But it was so funny because when they go to the bar, they looking for a fucking hitman. No, the funniest part is when Dale, and that's what I'm saying, Dale is stupid. So Dale goes on this fucking website to fucking hire a killer and shit. So they sit in this damn hotel room, and the fucking killer dude comes in with a fucking with a briefcase and shit. So and he was like, "So,
my God,
yo," he put down the plastic. They was like, "Oh man, he's gonna kill us. Like, what do you need the plastic for?" And then he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "So am I peeing on all of y'all or just peeing on one?"
Motherfucker hired wet work. It thought it was a fucking killer, bro. He went on Craigslist. That's what it was. He was on Craigslist.
No, you said it right. It was wet something.
I'm talking about the website. On the website, he was on Craigslist.
But wet works? Yeah.
That shit was
wet
fucking
works.
stupid, bro. Why the fuck did you search that? That's not what. Hey man, them niggas are so scared. They thought they was about to die. Niggas thought they was about to get taken out, bro, by the fucking killer they hired. What the fuck is these niggas thinking?
Stupid. And so he's like, "Look, man, I really got a piece. I've been holding this." He was like, so they was like, "Yeah, go. It's the bathroom." And they said, "Y'all still owe me $200, by the way." So they had to pay this dude $200. But then they go to the bar and they go ask the fucking bartender, do they know somebody who fucking killed people?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Who walks into a bar that you've never been to?
Name? What was the one dude with the glasses name?
The glasses.
The one that it was Dale's friend. That was that helped him set up his boss at the end.
Oh, yeah. What's my dude name? Kenny. It was Kenny.
What is his real name?
PJ Burns.
Bro, I gotta stop and give him credit, bro, because he is another one of those people who don't really get the opportunities to get like starring roles or like be leads. But when I tell you, if you need comedic relief or like you just need that person who just got good timing and can fucking just make you laugh, bro, PJ Burns, bro, he is the one. Everything he's done and everything that he's in, I've always laughed at him, bro. He is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, everything. I haven't seen him in a lot, but everything I've seen him in, he's always been
Yeah.
funny. He had funny moments in the movies. They always been quick,
Yep.
but he had funny moments.
Yep. He is fucking comedy, bro. Dude is hilarious. So the crazy part, because we talked about Nick and what was Jason Sudeikis' character name?
It was Kurt.
Kurt. Kurt's boss. Now this was the one that broke my heart, bro. Because I was like, if being close to the finish line was a person, bro, it would be Kurt. This nigga, the boss was about to promote him. He was about to be the head of everything. You know what I'm saying? He was about to retire. He was about to let him run it. All that shit. And this nigga dies of a heart attack in the parking lot, bro. And his fucking son ends up taking over. And this nigga's a douchebag. When that nigga was talking about old girl in the fucking wheelchair, bro.
Yo, he came in there. He said, we need to trim the fat around here. He said, the fuck that mean, trim the fat? He said, I want you to fire all the fat people in here.
Bruh, what did he tell old girl in the wheelchair? He said something about a DUI or oh my god, I forgot what the fuck the joke was.
Well, the girl wasn't it was a dude in the wheelchair. The girl they thought she was pregnant.
The fat
he thought the girl was and she wasn't pregnant. She was just fat. Right. But the dude in the wheelchair was rolling around. He's like, man, that dude is weird. He's just rolling around. It's like, man, he's in a wheelchair. And then he said he get the handicap spot.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Colin fucking Farrell, bro. I didn't know he had it in him. I'm sorry. I didn't know he had it in him, bro. You talking about just flat out funny? Colin Farrell had it, bro. I think out of the bosses, I think he was definitely the funniest. Because like the way he played the douche and like with the comb over and shit and the comb over, bruh. And the super tight flannel shirt with the short sleeve, man. Hey, bro, you talking about comedy, bro? Colin Farrell, man. I think he needs to be in a couple more comedies, bro. Because that shit was funny as fuck, bro. He did a great fucking job.
No, he did. He was Nah, I was gonna say he was the best boss, but that goes to Julia.
Nah, that was definitely.
But he was the next though. He was the next. Even though Kevin Spacey was funny as fuck, because like when he was when he told everybody that he was gonna take the other position and knock down the walls or whatever. So Nick walks out. He was like, "Yo," so they already had the one scene where he was getting on Nick about being 2 minutes late. And then Nick was like, oh, well, he's like, oh, I might have been a minute late. He's like, okay, so let me call the man downstairs and fire him. He said, because the clock is wrong. And he was like, nah, it might have been 2 minutes. So now you're telling me you're lying to me that you said you was 1 minute late. Now you was actually 2 minutes late.
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit. So he's walking. So after he tells them that he was going to take the promotion and get the extra money and all that type of shit. So when they walking out, he goes up to him. He's like, "Yo, I've been busting my ass for you, like to get this promotion." He was like, "Even when my gam," he said, "even when my gam was sick and I tried to get off early, you didn't let me go home and all this type of shit." She died.
Gam. And laughed in that nigga's face.
He laughed in his face.
Bro, man, piece of fucking shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. That is funny, but come on, man. Like, this nigga pouring his heart out to you, bro. You just bust out laughing, bro. Like, nah, man. That's crazy.
And then he tell you a story about you didn't get to see her before she died, and the only thing you heard was you call her gam. Yo, he was a dirtbag, man.
That shit was fucking comedy, bro. So so pretty much, Nick end up, you know what I'm saying, getting in the right place. And then Dale, you know what I'm saying, he was able to set Julia up with Kenny. And oh wait, who was it? Nick fucked Julia?
No, no. He fucked Julia in two.
In two.
What it was, well, Kurt ended up getting head from Dave Harkin's wife, which was
Yeah,
Kevin Spacey.
yeah,
But no, he didn't fuck her till two. But
yeah,
with it, the only thing that happened to her was he was able to set her up with motherfucker Jones. Because
yeah.
remember, they thought that no, it was I love when they do this in movies, right? When they play like
Mm-hmm.
the race card and shit. So like when
Yeah.
they had went to go talk to motherfucker Jones, and he was just like when he told them that he served he said he served the dime or whatever, and it was so funny because they was like he said a dime means 10 years. He was like so so he had told me that he did a dime or whatever, and they assumed that he tried to kill somebody. So
Yeah.
then it was like, so what did you do? He was like, man, he's like, I was with my girl, or whatever, and such and such, such and such, and I had my camcorder, and I was just recording the movie. I was just like, hold up. I said, wait a minute.
That
You
nigga got
telling
locked up
me,
for pirating.
yeah, it's like you got locked up for that. Like, you trying to tell us how to kill somebody? So anyway, he knew that he liked to record shit. So when they set Julia up, yeah, I'm saying he's filming from the fucking window, and he got his friend Kenny to sit there and act like he act like he
Man.
gassed him, but he really didn't gas him.
Yeah.
And so he told Julia that he was gonna actually fuck her and all this type shit. So they set her up. And Kevin Spacey, well, Dave Harkin, he ended up getting locked up because no, the funny part, no, the all time part is when they went to the birthday party and like so they did the surprise thing. And so he was like, yo, I hate surprises, you know that. So he walked to the office, and so before he got there, fucking Kurt is talking to the wife or whatever. So when they
Mm-hmm.
go to the plan to go to the room, fucking Kurt goes take a left. He busts a left, go get some head. He's supposed to be recording so they can get a
Yeah.
confession. They
Got the
go in
whole
there.
confession. Ain't nobody there.
Ain't nobody there recording that shit. He was like, bam, you got what I need. He turned around, he ain't even there. He was like, what the fuck? And so so they didn't get to record him there. But so he chased their asses down, and they had the car had that little OnStar thing or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
so they shut the fucking car down when they were trying to get away from his ass because the car knew that they'd been in an accident or whatever. And so that
Yeah.
fucking shit recording when he was talking about, killing them and how he killed Colin Farrell and all this fucking shit. But he ended up, but see, that's another thing. Ain't no way the police is gonna sit there and listen to a fucking OnStar person through a damn car to get a fucking confession when you got,
Nah, they will.
man, that's
You
crazy.
got if you play it like you're in danger, like they connect that shit to the police.
Man, listen, they caught Dale. Yeah, because Dale always got the reflexes where when somebody throw a gun at him, he always catches it.
Mm-hmm.
So, so he caught the gun because Dave shot himself and tried to act
Yeah.
like he was the one that was in danger or whatever. And so when they pulled up, Dale had the damn gun in his hand.
Stupid.
But exactly, but no, like this movie. It has so many funny moments in it with just silly shit, just completely out of the ordinary shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like you said, Dale's. I think that's what makes this movie comedic genius is the fact that you
Mm-hmm.
use someone like Jennifer Aniston
Mm-hmm.
to be a sexual predator who's trying to
Yeah.
fuck you and you turning her down. Looking the way you
Absolutely.
look and you turning her
Yeah.
down every day. When she's saying all this
And your girlfriend is average.
this is true. But the thing about a lot of dudes is okay, great example, right? Don John, that movie that we was talking about. We did the
Yeah, Joseph
Julianne Moore
Gordon-Levitt.
shit. So he was talking about how the reason he was addicted to porn because he was like, yo, he was like, because the shit you see in porn, you can't find real girls to do the shit. You got a woman that's willing. She's talking about how she's a squirter, how she wants you to piss on her, all this fucking wild ass fucking shit, and you like, nah, I'm engaged. Come on, man.
Not at all. Not at all. We'd have been running that dental office together. Trying to tell you, brother.
Man, so listen. So we go into 2. And like, so these dudes, they want to start their own business and be their own bosses. So they start off on this fucking news channel. And so they got this whole demonstration thing that's gonna show how the shower daddy works. Or shower buddy. It was either shower buddy because they was fighting over the name, shower buddy or shower daddy. And so so fucking Kurt get in there and they trying to get the water to work, but the water wouldn't come on. So Dale is pumping the fucking thing. And it looked like he's jacking them off on fucking national news, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk about hilarious, but he was pumping.
That's the beginning of the movie, though. That's the
beginning.
Know it's about to be crazy.
And then, like, he do this whole thing of like, maybe if they spitting onto this shit, talking about get it wet, get it lubricated, and all this type of shit. And then he trying to mess around with the bottom of it, so then it looked like he's jacking them off, get him in, and he's putting the finger in his butt. And that was like, yo.
Hey, man, that was wild.
Yo, that was so funny, dude. So that's how that movie starts off. So the synopsis of this movie is basically during that news thing. So this other guy sees them and like, yo, so he calls them in for a meeting. So they go in to the meeting, and so he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fund your business. Mr. Hansen, like, he's gonna fund their business and give them like $500K or some shit like that. So they rent out this building, they hire all these people, and that's the one thing that's funny. Fucking Kurt is hiring all of the fine bitches that come through. None of them got no experience. They ain't got no resume, no nothing. He's just hiring all the fine girls. And then they tell him, like, you know you can't fuck them, right? It was like, that's sexual harassment. You can't fuck girls that you hired. And he was like, damn. He said, well, I can't. He said, all right, well, I'll fire him. They're like, you can't fire me, but there's discrimination. And he was like, man, why do they got these rules? So anyway, so they all happy because they meet their number that they need to meet, and they go to tell him. They brought a cake and fucking balloons and all this shit. He was like, yo, I don't need it no more. And so now they're like, all right, so we need to kill this dude. But no, they was like, no. So at first they said they're going to kill him, but then it was like, no, maybe we should kidnap the son. And so then they go to kidnap the son after they break into, we'll get into all of this, but they break into fucking Julia's office to get some gas so they can gas him to kidnap him, because that's the idea that motherfucker Jones came up with. So then they go to kidnap this dude, turn on the gas while they're in the closet, and these motherfuckers fall asleep in the fucking closet. So then they get to work and they open up the trunk, and fucking dude is in the damn trunk. And they're like, damn, did we kidnap him? They were like, it wouldn't have made no sense if we would have kidnapped him and went back in the closet and went to sleep. So he's like, and so Rex is like, yo, I will not blackmail, but he was just like, I'll get in this with y'all. I asked, because they asked for $500K. He's like, look, y'all asking for $5 million. I get 4, y'all get 1. Like,
that shit was stupid.
And so that's like basically like that's the synopsis of that movie. But it's just so funny how they got themselves in that fucking position But like the whole scene of them going to Julia's place and Julia's having a fucking sex addiction meeting.
Yeah.
Yo, Nick didn't know. Nick didn't know it was about sex addiction. He was like, "Oh, I got a problem."
Yeah.
He was like, "I got a big problem." He was like, "This motherfucker said, this motherfucker didn't say." He said, I be too palming it," or something like that.
Yeah. I be double fisting it.
Double fisting it.
Stupid, bro.
And she was like, "So your problem?" She said, "Your sex addiction is with men." He was like, "No, no." No, the all time is when he told a story when he was at camp and he was like, he was like, there was this one friend and he was just like, he was like, I didn't know if I was gay or not. And then she was like, tell me, Nick, tell me that he put that dick in your mouth. he said, yeah, I put that dick in his mouth and I licked his ass.
Bro, stupid, man.
Hey, she's like, all right, everybody get out of here. It's just like,
Stupid, bro.
yo, Nick is stupid, man. That shit was so fucking
Absolutely.
funny. Oh man, that was hilarious. That was hilarious when they broke it.
So the thing about this one is like I said on the first one, man, it was Charlie Day. This one was definitely Jason Sudeikis. And what's funny about this is like he was funnier in the second one, but like this is around the same time he's starting to get his shine on Saturday Night Live as well, right? So like as he's doing this, he's also like getting, you know what I'm saying, some of the skits on SNL and getting his own like shine. He was doing the judge. He was supposed to be the Louisiana judge, but they was in Maine and they was calling it Maine Justice. So it's this like it's one of the skits that's always going around on the internet. But this motherfucker was talking to, like he talking like he from like, you know what I'm saying, like he in the bayou or whatever, and he be talking in Creole and all that stuff. So he told this motherfucker his sentence was to eat 12 beignets. Motherfucker was like, wait. He was like, that's it? He was like, yeah. He said, you sure is gonna be, what he said? He said, you sure is gonna be on the toilet eating all them good sausage beignets. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, yes, she is not. But the funny part is, Jamie Foxx was the bailiff, and he had a Jerry curl. So he was like, he said something, and he was like, it sure is something shiner than a swamp frog's butt. And then Jamie Foxx broke, bro. When I tell you, bro, that's one of the funniest skits, man. So around this time, bro, like Jason Sudeikis is, you know what I'm saying, he becoming the man at SNL. He's starting to do a lot more movies. And he's starting to branch out, and he kind of,
Will the Millers came out 2013. This came out 2014.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So it's like he's starting to do a lot more movies. But on top of that, like he's getting into that group of SNL cast members that are starting to become like movie stars. And so like in that first one, he was good, but he didn't steal the show like he did in this one. And in this one, I feel like he was the one that kind of stood out amongst those three. And Jason Bateman, for what it's worth, Jason Bateman is not a comedic actor. Even though he does great at comedy, like he did great in Hancock. I thought he was funny a lot in Hancock. He had a few little parts where, you know what I'm saying, he did some comedy relief. But for the most part, like Jason Bateman is more so of like a serious actor. Like he can be in dramas, he can be in comedy, he can pretty much be in pretty much anything. He's, you know, well rounded. But with Jason Sudeikis and Charlie Day, with those two, I feel like this is the one where Jason Sudeikis kind of took off and kind of led the charge on the whole comedy portion of the movie.
Yo, this motherfucker jumped on that phone. He said, I want my $5 million in cash.
Stupid, bro.
Hey, boy, when they did the accent. Oh man! And then he fucked up the phone plan when they was supposed to put the phone. He was supposed to put the phone under the bench, but there was these two
Yeah,
girls that was out jogging, and he put his phone under there instead of the damn burner phone.
man.
Yo, they is man. I'm talking about. What's so great about it is just how none of these fucking plans fucking work at
Ever
all,
worked, bro. Ever.
and it is
So,
hilarious.
so which one to you was the better film? Is it the first one or the second?
The second one. I think the second one is a little bit more funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think that we got more of Julia in this
Yeah.
one, and we've talked about her on when we did with the Millers. Like
Yep.
she is underratedly fucking funny,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not just that. Like, because I believe when we did that, we was talking about her and like Bounty Hunter and shit,
Yeah.
and
And she came a long way from when she was on Friends. Because in Friends, the shit they had her doing that shit wasn't funny. Like it
yeah,
wasn't nowhere
yeah.
near as funny as she's been in this particular time.
Yeah, they did. I don't think they utilized her right, and I think
Right.
that she's been really smart about the roles that she's been picking. And this is probably like this one and Widow Miller's when she played Rose are my two favorite roles of her.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think that she is very,
I don't
very
know,
funny.
man. The breakup.
Yes,
That
yes,
shit was fucking funny,
yeah,
bro. When she
but I
came in
mean,
and she brought the lemons, and that nigga was sitting on the counter with the thing over his eye, the peas over his eye. That nigga said, she said, "What's wrong?" She said, "A big tough guy like you can't handle a group of what say
the
a group
Tone
of singers."
Rangers.
Yeah, he said no. He said, "I didn't know that you were gonna bring your fucking your brother and his goddamn fairy goons into the table." Bro, that shit was
he
funny
said,
as fuck,
he
bro.
said, he said, I didn't lose a fight. He was like, he struck me when I was half asleep. Yo,
Hey,
when I tell
bro,
you,
that
yo,
shit was fucking comedy. You
no
don't what do you
comedy.
say? You don't touch a man's kazoo and he's mid what do you say, mid jam or some shit like that, bro. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. She had me
No,
rolling in that shit too. That shit was funny.
no. The all time is that damn scene when they was had the family together for dinner.
Yeah,
Yo, I showed that shit to my kids. Boy, we was all in the flow
bro,
dying.
crying, bro.
Yo, when he said he said tank, 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 tank. he
Come
said,
on the kick drum,
come jump,
come on
come
the kick
come.
drum, come.
Gary on the kick drum. Come on the kick drum. Gary. Hey, when he got Gary face, I'm like, what you say? Move yourself.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, nothing funnier, bro. Nothing funnier,
Hey,
bro.
that is all time funny shit
That might be one of the funniest scenes ever, bro. That shit
ever.
was fucking comedy, bro.
Oh man, but yeah,
The
I
fucking
love
Tone
her in that
Rangers,
role.
bro.
The thing is, like, the reason I didn't say the breakup initially is because
Yeah,
she had moments. Don't get me wrong, she had
right,
moments, but
right.
her as Rose and her as Julia, she's
Yeah,
more funny, and she was more funnier in Bounty Hunter too. But she had her
absolutely,
moments. She had her moments. Don't get me wrong.
absolutely,
But but no, like she was really good in this, man. When she caught the motherfuckers in the hotel room,
man.
and she's like, "Yo," she said when she was telling Dale, he was like, "Why do you want to fuck me so bad?" And she was like, "Do you collect things, Dale?" And then and then he was like, I collect cards and." He was like, I collect all ton of things. And she was like, okay, well, I collect cocks. And she's like, and she was like, look over there. She's like, you see that fireplace over there? She said, there's one. She's like, there's something missing on that mantle. And it was like, it's your cock. And so then they were sitting there like, and then they said something, and then she was like, uh, Nick was like, yo, if you need somebody, because one of them called her a bitch or something. And he was just like, no, like, don't talk to her about it like that. He was like, look, if you need to release some sexual pressure or whatever, he was like, just let me do it. He was like, I'll make sweet love to you and all this little shit because this motherfucker got some ass and like he completely fell in love with Julia when he fucked her in the damn at the damn dentist office or whatever. So now he's like completely in love with this motherfucker. So so they sitting there asking like Dale, she's so when they anyway, so she told Dale about how, she collect dicks and all this type shit. So then they was like, all right, so we'll do this. She was like, all right, so I do all of y'all or whatever. And so and they was like, all right, cool. And so Kurt is like, oh, well, no, she was like, oh, what did she say? She said something. I forget how she delivered it, but it was so funny. But she was just like, I got 3 holes just ready to be filled. And then and then and then Kurt was like, okay, y'all, this is how we're gonna do this. Butt face ass. Like, it was like butt face. It was like butt face pussy or something. And then and so then Dale is like, and then Dale is sitting here going over all this shit about this whole plan about how you don't really want to fuck her and this, that. And then his wife standing right behind her with all 3 fucking kids, 2 strapped to the chest, 1 strapped to the back. Yo, you want to talk about hilarious? And then she comes out, it's like, Dale, when you gonna give me that sweet dick? Ooh. Yo, Jennifer Aniston, yo, all time, man.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
time, man. She said, I got 3 hoes.
I think for me, it's the first one. And most of it is because of Charlie Day. And like I said, because of Always Sunny, I am a Charlie Day fan. But I think the reason that the first one is or the other part that is more so funnier to me is the fact that I think it's the plot of the movie. The fact that these 3 friends like came together and like instead of like finding a new job or you know what I'm saying, like going into business for themselves or anything else, like they just came up with the genius idea to kill their bosses. And just like everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's a common thought. Everybody's thought about it. Everybody's had that daydream at work where their bosses being a bitch and they like, man, I want to kill this motherfucker. I wish I could just wring this motherfucking neck. So like we've all thought about it and it's something that everybody can kind of relate to. But the fact that they went through with it and they did such a horrible job going through with it, I think that just made it 1,000 times funnier to me. And then not only that, just the fact of the situation that they was in, like the situation that Charlie Day's character was in, of course, but also just the fact of Jason Sudeikis, like he's this great dude, like everything is going well at his job. You know what I'm saying? He the man, he doing everything right. And then like, bro, for your boss to die in the parking lot, like that to me, I laughed hard the motherfucker, bro. That ain't a funny scene, for real, but that shit is fucking comedy to me, bro. Like the fact that this motherfucker got in the car was about to pull out and had a fucking heart attack, bro. And then in the way that they showed it through the window where it just rolled back and that motherfucker was in the car like that, bro. I just started fucking crying, man. Like it's just I don't know. To me, that one just got it's way more moments in that one for me that I think are like 1,000 times funnier, bro. But for sure, I definitely fuck with the first one.
Man, you telling me when they was in the damn office, fucking game planning about how they was gonna kidnap dude, and these motherfuckers right on the damn board about they brainstorming, and they write that shit in permanent marker for number 1. But when Kurt had wrote up there kidnapping, kidnapping.
No, that's funny. That's funny. But it's not to me. That's funny. But it's not funnier than what he was like when Colin Farrell was talking to that dude in the wheelchair, bro. That shit. That shit is fucking comedy,
No,
bro.
no. You telling me it ain't funny when when motherfucker Jones show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And come pick them up. And so they running from the police trying to get back to the warehouse before Rex get there. And this
Yeah.
motherfucker got a train is coming and he beats the train. They was like, yo, we need them to follow us. This motherfucker hit reverse. Sitting there
Yeah,
waiting on the
nah.
train to go by.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was funny, but it wasn't like I don't know, man. It's okay. So like to me, Jamie Foxx wasn't really funny in these movies to me. Like he had, of course he's Jamie Foxx, so he gonna have his time in his parts. But it's like he wasn't the one that was funny to me in these movies. It was
I
them
mean,
three.
yeah. Like Jamie had, even in his scenes, like it's just the fact that it's Jamie Foxx. Like as big as he was, like we've seen him in
Absolutely.
things. So like no, like he wasn't there necessarily for that. I think that he was just there. Yo, we got this small part for you. You come
Mm-hmm.
in. I mean, he had more time in this one than he did in the first one.
Right.
But like it wasn't. I don't think it was his job really to come in and steal the show. I
Well,
think
not
Jamie was
necessarily
just
even
really.
still the show. Even the part like even in the first one where he was like talking about he did a dime and everything, and then like he was like, yeah, I was recording the movie. Like you expect that to get like hella laughs when you writing it because you thinking like everybody is thinking the same thing. Like yo, this motherfucker did 10 years for murder, but it's like nah. Even that like to me that wasn't even what I'm saying. Like that wasn't funny. It was more so they interaction with him that made the situation funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then even when they were sitting in the car, like it gave you that awkward funny because they're sitting there waiting.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there eating the fucking Twizzlers and shit. And then Dale's
Yeah.
like, yo, I got a picture. I was like, man, just hold it. And so then, and then he asked motherfucking Jones for a piece of their Twizzler and they just sitting there eating Twizzlers and shit in the silence. And it's just like them just sitting there just looking around. And
But
Dale's
see, that's
like,
what I'm
man,
saying. Like to me, they made that funny though. Like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they made that funny. Like, to me, he just didn't. I don't know if maybe that's because, you know what I'm saying? That's probably how they casted him to where he was kind of going to be the straight man for real, for real. But it just like, he was good in it. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? He did a bad job. I mean, he's Jamie Foxx. Of course, he's going to be good in it. But it just, he wasn't, like, he didn't add on to the comedy for me.
He didn't. He didn't. But before we go, what do you think of like Chris Pine in this though?
Um, Chris Pine is another one of those actors that is underrated when it comes to comedy. Um, Lately, the ones that he's been in, like I know, like this new one that he's in is the Dungeons and Dragons, where what I'm saying they kind of got like a comedic thing to the same way when Marlon Wayans had did the movie a long time ago. And I think John Leguizamo. No, he wasn't in there. I'm tripping. That wasn't John Leguizamo. Somebody else. But I know Marlon Wayans was in it for sure. But you know what I'm saying? Like it had a comedic feel to it, and this one as well has a comedic feel to it because during the trailer you see Chris Pine got the witty one-liners and shit like that. When they put him in those type of things where it's like forced, I don't like it. When it's more natural, like how it was in this one where he playing like the spoiled brat and the real like what I'm saying uppity person, but what I'm saying like he in on the whole fucking shebang. Like to me, I think that's more funnier because it seemed a lot more natural in this one. And in the trailer that I seen for Dungeons and Dragons, it seemed like he kind of like forcing it to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like forcing to be that comedic role. And this one, I think because he's not playing the lead and he's playing like like a secondary character, I think that it gives him time to be able to catch those moments because not only are you getting his joke, but you also getting a reaction from it too. To where when it's the lead, most of the focus is going to be on him, so it's not going to be as funny. You know what I'm saying? If that make any sense.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even when you look at his shit, like, I haven't seen him in anything funny since like he had like a few lines and like This Is War
hmm
and Smoking Aces. But other than that,
hmm
like he doesn't really play the comedic shit really.
I mean, okay, so in Wonder Woman 84, right, where they brought him back.
Man, I forgot that shit.
Yeah, it was a horrible movie. Don't get me wrong, but he had some funny moments in it. You know what I'm saying? Like he had some moments that made you fucking laugh. Because like I said, he played you know what I'm saying, he played the character in the back. He didn't necessarily play the lead character. I think that
Yeah.
when he's playing the background, he does a great job at adding that comic relief. And I think as long as he can do that, he'll do great, especially in comedic movies. But as far as like this one goes, I think he did a hell of a job.
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
For sure, man, for sure. So Fire Flames, are we gonna do that or
Yeah, let's do it.
all right, let's go ahead and do the Fire Flame.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
All right, man. So usually I have you go first. I take the reins on this one. So for the first one, I'm giving it a 4.5. Um, and it's kind of like a cheat code that I'm giving it a 4.5 because it's Jason Sudeikis, it's Colin Farrell. I mean, I'm sorry, not Colin Farrell. It's Jason Sudeikis, it's Charlie Day, and then you add in Jennifer Aniston with what she was doing around that time. Colin Farrell, who stepped in and did a hell of a job. Jason Bateman. I mean, he to me he also kind of played that background role, but he did a great job at it. Especially his interactions with Kevin Spacey. I thought those two they did well together. So I'm giving it a 4.5 for sure. And then that second one, I'm giving it a 4. I'm gonna take the half off because, like I said, I didn't think it was as funny as the first one, but it had its moments. It had a lot of those moments, and the fact that you was able to bring, Jennifer Aniston back to add that to it, and even when like they went to go visit Kevin Spacey in jail, I thought that shit was funny. Like it's moments in this movie that what I'm saying definitely shine, especially with Chris Pine doing what he did. That was amazing. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna get a first one a 4.5. I'm gonna get a second one a 4.
I ain't mad at it, man. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm flip flopping.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the first one a 4. I'm gonna get the second one a 4.5. Um, to me, but the thing is, like everybody humans is a little different. I just
Yeah.
felt that there was a little bit more funny moments in the second one.
Okay.
But it's funny how you put it because I feel the same way. Like I feel like Charlie Day, even though it felt like they was trying to center it around Jason Bateman,
Yeah.
but it was like Charlie Day kind of took that one, and then to
hmm
me the second one they did the same thing. So they trying to
Yeah.
center it around Jason Bateman, but I felt like
Yeah.
Jason Sudeikis stole the show, and
Absolutely.
it's no knock on Jason Bateman because both of them named Jason.
hmm
It's no what I'm saying, shot at him. It's just sometimes your counterparts, what I mean, they it's just their delivery is just a little better,
Absolutely.
and I felt like they
And it's
just
it's
delivered it
kind of
better.
different because they are comedic actors.
Yeah, and he's the more of like he got the dry humor like Vince Vaughn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and they were just more out with it. They're more comedic with it. They're more out in the open with it. And like he
hmm
tried to play it cool. Like even the whole scene of like when he first fucked Julie or whatever, how he got back to the car, he was all jolly and shit, and he's in love with Julia and shit. That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious. Like, dude, this is not a woman you fall in love with, my guy.
At
like,
all.
like what are you doing? But but no, like I just thought that the second one was just a tad bit funnier. So I'm just gonna go the
I
opposite with the
agree.
same ratings, but I flip flop.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up, man. That's the beauty of doing this pod, man. You know what I'm saying? You get two different opinions. You get two different. Can't be mad at it. Can't be mad
Yeah,
at it
for
at all.
sure. Yeah.
Um. So let's go ahead, get into the coming soon, and close this thing out, man.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right, bro. So what we got next?
Man, look, man, we got one more episode until the season finale, man. Man, we're getting down to the nitty gritty on Snowfall, man. We got season 6, episode 9 coming for y'all, man. I'm excited to see it. It's just, oh man, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome, man. What they're doing with the show, we've been talking about it. We've been breaking it down. I'm just, I'm ready to get this episode in, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm ready to get it in because I'm ready to watch this because I feel like this episode is gonna be another great one.
I'm sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty. But yeah, I'm excuse me, I'm super excited to see this episode as well, man. This is everybody knows this is the season finale, and it's been some of the best writing that I've seen in the show in a long time. Um and to close it out the way that they are is it's been phenomenal. Um, and I mean, come on, man, with the scenario that we got set up, they got Teddy on the ropes. Hey, it's ain't no telling what's about to happen, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ain't no telling what's about to happen, bro. But listen, guys, if you are a fan of the Horrible Bosses sequels, I'm sorry, the Horrible Bosses movies. I don't know why I said sequels like it's more than one. If you are not a fan of them, if you enjoy Jennifer Aniston the same way we did, make sure you hit us up on our socials on Instagram and Twitter at View9Pod. You can also hit us up on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group. We also have a Twitter community where you can go follow. It's called Viewers Anonymous. Follow any one of our socials, or you can jump on Viewers Anonymous Twitter and let us know. We'll add you in, or we'll send you the invite. That way, you know what I'm saying, we can always be discussing movies all the time, giving out trailers and all that good stuff, and retweeting everything that we see. And of course, just talking amongst the people about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on out there in movie and TV land. And if you'd like to follow me personally, you can follow me on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. I have a link tree in my bio. You can find me everywhere else there.
And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram and on Twitter. Y'all can catch me at 28 minutes or less pod. That is just on Instagram. Follow the pod, 28 minutes or less. All major platforms. Drop the new episode 121, which is Jamaica Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Back on my drug dealer series. So go check that out. Felt really good about it. So that's all I got, man.
That's what's up, man. I will definitely be listening to that tomorrow, man. And so thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. It's always greatly appreciated. You already know, man, there could be no us if it wasn't for you. And we enjoy doing this twice a week, every week, giving you this great content, and we enjoy getting the feedback that you guys give. And feel free to give us more. If you guys have any requests or anything like that, feel free to make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the pod. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And until the next episode, like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.